Hello. I'm live. Cool. Hey, unscheduled live stream. I'm gonna design a kitchen in IKEA for a client. I thought, hey, if you want to come hang out and watch me do it, you're welcome to. And hopefully, I can maybe say something while I do this that's helpful. If not, you get to see me watch me work, which could be boring. So just, I've never done this before, so you'd have to bear with me. And I didn't announce this, so this does not replace my Wednesday night live stream. Just figured I designed a kitchen, and if you want to watch, you can watch if you happen to see this video. So here I go. I'm going to share my screen, of course, and then we'll get started. This is a client. I'm not going to say their name or show you pictures of their kitchen. I'm just going to draw it up for us here on my screen. And when I'm designing an IKEA kitchen, I'm going to drink coffee too. Hey, Rob. Excuse me. Shouldn't you be teaching school? What's going on? Oh, you're on lunch. Cool, man. When I'm designing an IKEA kitchen, I normally don't use the IKEA planner. I always use my design software, and that way I can just switch it over later, because sometimes the IKEA design software, which is great, can be a little clunky to use when you're just not used to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my design program. And if it crashes, it crashes. I'll just have to reboot it. So I already have these measurements figured out. I'm going to start from scratch and just go for it. This is just basically some walls. And let's see here. 25, do it this way. 24. Oops, I didn't do that right. Gee whiz, I ever messed that one up. Let's just fix that wall. What did I make it? Oh, 24,000. No, let's just make it 24 inches. All right, there we go. That makes more sense. And 108. All right, this is our basic shape of a room. Cool, we did it. Doing report cards and watching. Awesome, thanks. That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to put some windows in here, and we'll draw up some windows. And let's see, I think this is a single hung window. Usually when I do this for YouTube, I kind of just fast forward through all this stuff because, it's might be kind of boring. But for this video, for this live stream, we're just going to go ahead with it. All right, this window is 30, what is it, 38 3/8. So go change that. Come on. 38 3/8. And I think the client never said, but I know it's a really high window. I think it's about 60 inches, which makes it close to the floor, meaning it cannot have anything underneath it. I'm going to take the grills out. We don't need those. And we'll just, it's pretty much right to the wall. Okay. And then we have a doorway, an exterior door, which is, if you're just jumping in, say hi in the chat. I'll try to pay attention to what's going on in the chat as I'm doing this. Just designing a kitchen for a client, and I thought it'd be interesting just to do it live. It might actually help me stay on schedule and not get so sidetracked with just squirrels and whatnot and other things going on. I'm horribly unorganized, I'm just not very good at organization. So I'll get sidetracked really easy, and that happens quite a lot to me. So it's just a door. Now, let's see, this door is, I think, about 6 inches from the side. So like I'll be designing a kitchen, and then I'll jump around I'll check some email, and then I'll try to plan out some other things. And I think I have this correct. So I get I get easily off track, and so maybe this will help me stay on track. And hopefully it's not Wednesday. No, this is just unscheduled. Me having a bright idea. So this will help me stay on track and get this designed. I don't think this has any casing. So this kitchen has a pass-through, which is right around here somewhere. I'm going to just put this in, and I believe it's 47. I use this program called Pro Kitchen. It is a design software for kitchen designers, and it's actually really good. It's not the one I've been used to or what I've used most of my life, but it does work pretty good on a Mac, which is what I'm using. So that's where we're going to go. No, there's no casing. No, this is just an open pass through. There we go. I'll show you this in 3D as we go along, but this is just, rectangles on a page. This is 23 5/8 from the right. So if you're interested in designing kitchens, there's a few different programs out there that are useful. This one's very useful, and then 2020 would be the other one that's probably the most used in the industry. And it's no, this is not the IKEA's planner. I would use the IKEA planner, and I will in a few minutes after I design this kitchen. I just find it easier to design it in my program and then switch everything over. So, hey, Danny, what's going on, man? Cool. Oh, soon to be realtor, man, Dan. Awesome, man. Glad you could jump in. Glad you'd be here. Yeah, I'm just doing an unscheduled live, just keeping things fresh and interesting. Now, this client has some appliance specs that we're going to throw in. Now, currently, their sink is under this window. And if I am correct, how do you get into this kitchen? What's going on here? I got to go look at their file. Hold on. Just, you know what? Just bear with me for a second. I got to see what they're doing here. There's no way into this kitchen, apparently. Let's see. Where are you at? There we go. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to show you this because it's not mine to show. Okay. No, there's still a pass-through. What the world? Oh, there's a doorway. Okay, I didn't know there was a doorway. There's a doorway next to this pass-through. Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. So let's go back. We'll get out of here. We'll get out of there. Okay. Sorry, this is boring. It's my apologies. So this will be an IKEA kitchen, and what I do is I'll just show you what I do to make those IKEA sizes as we go along. Basically, this program has a catalog, and the catalog has a bunch of cabinets that you can kind of make into. No, I don't want that. You can just make it any size you want. So there's a doorway right here. Yeah, it's okay. And we're going to slide that over there. Come on, no. I'm not sure the size of the doorway. I'm going to guess it's 32. So we'll make it that. I can get that changed later. All right, perfect. Yeah, so here's our basic room. All the walls are 8 feet. I'll show this in 3D for a quick second. We can have a look. Mike, what's up? Supply chain issues. Oh, really? In Halifax, supply chain issues hitting hard. That sucks. Make me look at Home Depot RTAs. Ooh. Well, I shouldn't say that. I do a video on them. Whoa, look at this wall. What in the world? All right, folks, what did I do here? Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go. Okay. What in the This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. What's wrong with this thing? Look at that. Look what it does there. I've never seen that before. Isn't that bizarre? Maybe it's because that window's too high. I got to go fix something there. Something's going on. All right, let's do some elevation views, which are very easy to work with. Oh, there's a problem there. With when we're doing kitchens, elevation view is just like a 2D kind of front-on view. Anyway, yeah, Home Depot's RTAs, I'm sure, depending on the brand you get, they're fine, Mike. I did a video about them. I think IKEA just have a better product. I don't know for sure. Okay, there's this wall. So this is all these walls. You can't see anything on them. This wall, you'll see the 2 doors. All right, there we go. Yeah, don't be too sad. Oh, might use Boxy. Hey, Deborah. Might use boxy though. It's made, yeah, semi-handmade. Shorter wait time. Okay. How bad are the supply chain issues, Mike? I'd love to know. That's unfortunate. Let's move this door to 0, I think. Okay. All right, now we have our basic outline. This should 3D better now. Let's have a look and see if it does. There we go. Oh, no, we don't. Wow, that's so crazy. Look at the window and the door. What is up with this? Gotta say, I've never seen that before with this program. Anyway, of course, it would have to happen on a live stream. Let's change the countertop sample. Just use some kind of quartz. Everything else is fine. This flooring is fine. Oh, I got to put a file name. Let's just go IKEA PH. All right. Queens. All right, we did it. They have base frames, no hardware drawers, doors, or expected timeline. Gross. Okay, this client, like I mentioned before, their sink is underneath this pass-through, and they have a double oven with a like a combi double oven microwave. They have a fridge and microwave, obviously. So I don't know if we're changing anything specifically. And this window's low, so we can't infringe too much upon this window. In other words, we can't put cabinets right up to it because it's too low. And I think they have something going. I think they have something on this wall too. Sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just going to start laying some things out. First, I'm going to start with a sink base and just go with basic, and I'll change this up as we go. And I have to think about IKEA sizes as I do this. So why wouldn't I just use IKEA's planner in the first place? Because I'm so used to this program, and IKEA's planner is I just find it a little clunky when you're not super used to it. So this would actually be faster for me, which for some reason it's not being faster. Right now, that's where their sink is. I'm going to definitely be changing that because I don't like where that is. So I'm probably going to put it on this wall. Maybe do something like just leave this as a pass-through, or you could actually pass through things. Maybe. I don't know. It looks like they have room for an island in here as well. It's quite big. This is a bathroom that's going in here, so I don't think it's oh, I guess there could be something on that wall. Anyway, okay, here we go. So let's go with some appliances. I feel like I should have some background music playing, but okay, we have a bottom fridge. I don't think I have the brand that they're using. I'm going to go with the KitchenAid anyway for now. And we'll do this one. Yeah, it's like that, but it's a stainless. So cool. You can actually get the appliance brands, which is good. I'm going to put the fridge on that wall. We got to throw a double oven in here, combination double oven. So we're going to go put that in next. Let's see what we have. Where are we at? Double oven. One drawer. We're going to go with the 90-inch cabinets from IKEA. We're going to bring these as close to the ceiling as possible. So we'll do that. And we'll throw that on there. It's going to put it here for now. I'm going to change the location probably. Actually, I'll just put it over here for a bit. I'm going to put a double oven in there right now. Get that done. It's a 30. So I'm going to change the height to a 94, which would be the finishing height if you were using an IKEA cabinet. Okay. Oops. And have you used Pro Kitchen to design cabinets? Well, I'm using Pro Kitchen now, and I am happy with it to a degree. I'll say that to a degree, I'm happy with it because I've used a different program for so long. In that, this one is not. I don't want to say anything bad about Pro Kitchen. They've been great to me. They help me out. They've been good as far as customer support goes when I've had issues, but I have had issues running on a Mac. So And because of that, what happened there? Okay, perfect. Because of that, I just get a little frustrated because especially when you're trying to run a business and you have a program crash on you just before Christmas when you're trying to get things done, can be frustrating. However, like I said, the customer service is great. I don't want to harp on them too bad because they've been good to get back to me. So that being said, yeah, it's okay. I want to get a double wall oven with a combination. Oh, here we go, combo. Perfect. We'll just use KitchenAid for all this. So the cool thing is I can place this appliance in and I can change its size to match the size of the cabinet that they have, which is 43, yeah, by 29 quarters. Will fit. All right, sweet. And I can just change how that's sitting in that cabinet. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to go, oops. I'm going to change the door height. Should I just do this with IKEA software? The answer is probably yes. But this, I'll do it this way for now. Okay, so we have a sink. You know what we're going to do first? We're going to hit save, just in case. If you have any specific questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll try to hit them up as I'm doing this. Let's see. All right, let's just change this to, they want, we're going frameless. It's full overlay like IKEA. And they want the standard shaker from IKEA, Asker something. I don't know what it's called. But it's a shaker. So this will give us the right idea, the right picture. There we go. Yeah. Of course, these are shaker and they're thermoplastic. Let's go with a white because that's what they want. Particle board. Yes. White interior. Yes. The rest of this doesn't matter. And we'll just throw some hardware on there. I'll do these. Okay. So now these will actually look like cabinets, and we'll throw on a sink. You know what I'll do? So put this in elevation view. It's a little more interesting to watch, I think. This is what I do all day, most days, when I'm not filming or trying to create content, designing kitchens. I actually do this. I wonder sometimes when I'm online, like I have YouTube videos, I'm like, I've done this for 20 years. I'm like, nobody knows if that's true. I mean, Michael and Rob know. My parents, I guess, when they watch, they'd know. But like, how does anyone know that you actually do what you're saying you're doing? I mean, I am doing it, but just an interesting concept. All right, here's the view of the sink. Yeah, there we got a sink in there. We can move that around here on the elevation view. And I will do that. Now, because we're doing IKEA, I'm going to throw in an IKEA corner base. I know. Why would you do that, Mark? Well, we can always change it. I might do another design later where I show the difference between the two. Now, IKEA's corner bases are 38 inches. So I got to throw this on here, and then I got to modify it. I don't know why they do a 38 inch where everything else in the industry is a 36, but they do. And then their wall cabinets are the design requirements from the clients. We're going to do a live consult with the client, and then we'll nail all this down. These are just some preliminary designs. The wall corners as well are a different size. They're a 26 wide, which normally you'd find a 24. And then if you went with you can do 27s, and normally they're deeper and higher. With most, oops, I want a dishwasher. I'll just do a standard dishwasher here. This is what they want. Okay. And so I don't know why IKEA does that. And IKEA also just have a standard 15-inch depth like wall cabinet, which most companies have a 12-inch deep wall cabinet. So I don't know why. I think it's not bad, by the way. I think it's good, but just interesting. Something to consider. Sometimes when people are trying to mix and match, it can get into trouble. Let's see if this 30 works here. What's that leave us to that window? 34, lots of room. Okay. Let's just have a quick, oh wait, now before we do that, let's see how much room we have. Oh, where are we at? Right over, come on, you got it. 38. I'm gonna put a 36-inch drawer bank there. Beautiful. See these drawer banks, they kind of come standard with the 6 handles, which I don't particularly like to do. I like to have one in the center, and the reason why I like to have one in the center is because normally you're pulling a drawer out with one hand anyway, because normally there's one pull on it, I guess. But what happens is you'll end up pulling on the drawer with one hand anyway, and you're always pulling against, on one part of the hardware and not the other. And so it's coming out uneven all the time. And over time, that can kind of wear down the hardware. So I think it's better off just have one in the center. Now, if it's a particular look you're going for and you want the 6 of them, I just think 6 is too many. But so that's my reasoning behind that, aside from that fact that I just think it looks better. So that's just for that. But these programs sometimes default when they're wider, they put on more handles. But you don't necessarily need that. Okay. Let's just have a quick boo here at this design. Let's see if this 3D makes any more sense. Hopefully it does. Like for instance, this Pro Kitchen software, which is great and all, but there's another 3D feature that doesn't work for me. It just stopped working, which means I have to go online and get the tech people. All right, so there's that kitchen so far. Yeah, coming together. And then we have our fridge and our oven on this wall. So we have a doorway to contend with, and we have this wall right here. I'm not sure what their plan is for that wall, because you have this awkward space in here, and they could put some bench seating, which is what I'll do, and then you can kind of, because IKEA have some kind of solution for that. In fact, sometimes what you can do is use a fridge cabinet, because they're not as high, but they're deep, and then you can just reinforce it and put some legs under it and build it onto something, and basically you have a bench, which is quite useful. It's the same depth as the cabinet. So I'm going to do that there, and then see how this goes. I still have to put in a 36-inch range top, induction range. I think that's where it's going to go, because that's where the outlet is now for it. Okay, we might have to make this drawer bank smaller. So let's just do that now. Let's just throw in the range base. It's a 36-inch induction. Oh, let's do that. Let's get a cabinet for it first. Where are you at? Cabinets. 2 cooked 36. Okay, there we go. Hope you're all doing good. Brenda, you had a question. Let's see what it is while I'm doing this here. Is it possible to have the total, including countertop, to be 39 inches? I'm 5'2", but bending when chopping on the countertop. Also thinking of having a step ladder in the toe kick. Yeah, step ladder in the toe kick's a pretty good idea if it's a standard 36-inch high finish, especially if it's just one area that you're always using for that, and you don't want to have it built up. You could build it up to 39 inches easily, but then how do you tie it into the rest of the kitchen, and do you want everything to be that high? So if there's a specific section that you're using, I think the step ladder toe kick, or just a pull out step on the toe kick, could be very useful for you, if that's the case. So yeah, it's possible, but should you? I'm not sure, because of what I mentioned there. It might not be the best solution overall, but it could work fine. This is going to cause me some trouble. You got to deal with these things. So what do we have? 15 and 15. Oh, so tight. Look how tight this is going to be here. I'm going to get rid of you right now. All the same height. I wouldn't do 39. No. Make it, it should be standard. And then with the toe kick ladder. Yeah. 15 and 15. That is so super tight to that door. I don't like this at all. Okay, let's make some changes. All right. So this is a range top with 2 drawers, which you can get at IKEA. I'm going to throw a range on there. Cool way to start the week. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this would be fun. I don't know for who. No, I'm going to do it this way. Let's go. I'll either just delete this whole thing after we're done, or I'll keep it up. I have no idea. Okay, cooking, induction. It's a 36. I don't know if it's an 800 or if it's a 500. Didn't say. I'm going to go with 500 for now. Let's throw it on there. All right. So when it's not centered like that, you can just go in here and hit center and then pick the cabinet you want to center it with, and it doesn't do it. Right, great, thanks. Thanks for not working for me. There we go. Come on, select. Won't even select. Oh, there we go. Maybe because it's there. Man, these are finicky little cabinets. Okay, we can hit center and then hit the cabinet and it'll center it. Okay. Then we can lower it. I'll change that in a bit. That should work for now. Okay, and we're going to go with 15 and a 15. That's so tight to that door. You know what? What if we move the fridge to this wall and then put the range over here with the cooktop? I have to assume that they can't move their electrical right now, so I'm going to leave it here for now, and I'll just do another plan. Okay, let's just go put in a couple of drawer banks. This takes forever. My apologies. What I like to do is design a couple different options for clients. Oh, that's so tight. No, it's never going to work. It's not going to work. Got to go with 12s. And then they have a couple options to choose from design-wise. But doing it on the IKEA planner just would be too cumbersome for me, so I'm going to do it this way. But this is going to be an IKEA kitchen. 2 12s. I don't like 12s. What do you do with the 12-inch cabinet? Put a spice pullout in there, I guess. I guess so. I have one. It's just too narrow. Just move that a little bit. Oh my goodness. You know what? You're bothering me. You are bothering me. Can't even select you. What's wrong? All right, let's move you over here. There. I'll put you back in a second. We have there 4, and we have 1. It's good to see different design options, even if they're not like even that workable. So on something like this, I'm going to put a big vent hood there. Even if they're not workable, it's good to see what doesn't work and what does work. And there goes my camera. How long has that been off? Who knows? Because it's when you know something doesn't work for sure, it kind of helps you make the decision for what does work, and that can kind of be helpful. Always like to give a few options. Let's go with, oh no, I don't want island. 36 wall mount. Oh, it's a black one. I didn't want a black one. I want stainless. It should be stainless. Oh, it is stainless. Okay. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere now. We're starting to look like a kitchen. I'm not going to put any wall cabinets on this, as I think it's going to be too cramped. What do you think? I think it's going to be too cramped. I'll put them on there if you want to see them. What's wrong with this thing? I swear I'm more proficient than this normally. It's just because I'm under pressure with this live thing going. All right, there we go. Let's center this. Yeah, so you just select it, hit center, hit the thing you want to center. Bam, there you go. Let's move this thing back to here. And there we have it. Okay. And let's put in maybe an 18-inch 4-drawer. How many drawers should you have? Well, you should have all drawers, in my opinion, but 3s and 4s and 2s, you have to decide how many of each you need and what you're using them for, so that you can kind of make a good decision there. What do we do with this fridge section here? Let's have a look. I'm open to suggestions, by the way, if you think I'm doing something that's... Hey, Josh. You must be on lunch, too. Oh, my goodness. If you see something here that's like, Mark, what are you doing? That looks horrible. Let me know. And I might put a cabinet right here for some landing area. I don't know. What should I do here? But I can't... You know what? Can we fit an island? It's so tight. I don't think an island's going to work in this space. Okay, let's just leave this alone for a second. We'll revisit it. Let's just have a look at the 3D, see what happens. Yeah, it's good to see options, even if they're horrible. Yeah, it's my first time going live. You know, you should watch my first live stream. It's a train wreck. I was so nervous. And, oh, man. Because it's just, you're just in front of the camera and you want everything to go really well. People will like you. All right, so here's that section. We'll put some countertop on in a minute. We'll throw some wall cabinets. Here's this section. Too bad this window is so low, but it is. Then we have over here. So we have to keep in mind, like, these clearances. This is a door to the outside, so we can't jam that up too much. This is an awkward little section, and there's not a whole lot we can do with it, so I'm open to suggestions. All my buddies are watching. I'm so happy. Mike's there. We got Josh. And Danny, I consider you a buddy, so you're watching too. Maybe we'll meet in person someday. I'm thinking the window seat's a great idea, actually, because it's just a great idea. But this cabinet's kind of messing me up, so. Yeah, visual makes a huge difference, so. And I can change the flooring. One of the cool things I can do, I can take a picture of myself and put it in the window. So it's like I'm looking in your house. That'd be crazy. I should do that for our clients and they just creep them right out. Can you imagine? I can do that, though. All right. Okay. Let's hit some wall cabinets and we'll go back to that. We'll go back to that section in a minute. Okay, so we're going with 40-inch high wall cabinets because that's what IKEA uses, and that takes us 2 inches from the ceiling. You can finish that with a little bit of molding, so that always works. What's more useful for everyday life, a kitchen or a peninsula? It depends on the size of the kitchen. So if it has smaller space, a peninsula normally would probably work better because you just don't need all the clearance on both sides to get around. But if it's a bigger kitchen, generally I prefer an island because it takes up the center of the space, so it's easier to get at. So if the kitchen's too big and you have a peninsula, it's not as accessible, I guess, as everything else. It really depends on the kitchen size and what the intended uses are. Both can be very, very useful. I don't think there's a one or the other, but definitely for a smaller kitchen, sometimes a peninsula would be better. That's a good question. After my island videos, I'm thinking of doing a peninsula video. Peninsulas don't get any love. You never see any videos about peninsulas. It's always about islands. So, hey, let's do it. All right, so let's get some 40-inch high wall cabinets on the go. We're going to do a 36 over the sink. Actually, I might make that one a 30 for some headspace, some headroom. What do you think? A 30 over that for headroom, or leave it the same height all the way along to match the rest of the cabinets? Good question, isn't it? It is. I like sometimes that clean look, but having the headroom might be good too. All right, so I can make this a 15-inch because that's what they are. I should play some music, but I'd get taken down for copyright, and we don't want that to happen. I could play some background music, but some music. Yeah, peninsulas are no longer in. They could be. All right, so let's we got 36, and what's this going to end up being? 24 and 18. Okay. That could be perfect. Let's go with 40. And we're going to put that there. And we're going to change it. I got to go in and change all these. You know, I should probably just do this in the IKEA planner. Oops. So I don't have to go changing all these things because it's already done for you. I'm just used to this program. Just see what's faster. I probably could do it on an IKEA planner faster than this. Maybe I'll do that in my next live stream. You never know. There you go down, buddy. Come on. 2 inches. There you go. Copy that. Gross. I don't like that. What's that of 18? To make this more usable, I think, oh goodness, what do I do here? Oh, these sizes, size constraints. Let's go with a 15. No, that would have to be a 12. Oh. Okay, what do I do? Does that leave me with 6 inches? Here's the issue that you're dealing with when you have this. I want it to look somewhat symmetrical, but I'm dealing with standard sizes that I can't change. And I don't want to make this drawer bank any smaller. So on either side of this range, I could do one of two things. I could go this way with a 42 and make two 21s, or I could do an 18 and a 24, but that's going to be like two really odd sized doors. So I'm going to go this way. That window is low to the ground. It's like 20 inches or 18 inches off the ground. So I can't go to the window. I have to leave room there. So that's a problem. Oops, there we go. 40 inches. Otherwise, I'd do something right up to that window, but can't. Classical music has no copyright. Hey, Phil. Everyone's on lunch break or what? Huh. Interesting. I guess I should get some classical. A 45-degree corner bank. Have a work between the fridge and the, oh yeah, a 45. They don't have those with IKEA though. That's the problem. And I'm dealing with IKEA sizes, so. Oh, here's the other great thing about my program is that it crashes unexpectedly. Isn't that just the worst? Oh, there I am. Hey, everyone. Well, that crashed, so I'm going to open it up again. I'm just going to keep plugging through and just roll with it. I'm going to open that up and chat with you for a minute. Let's look at the comments. All right. Can you build up to the window? No, I can't because it's too low. So it's only 20 inches off the ground. And so I can't. So I have to keep it back from that window or figure out some kind of way to use an IKEA cabinet for a window seat. Phil's babysitting. Good for you, bud. Good for you. Awesome. Let's keep going. Can you do the dreaded open shelves to the window? I could put those in and see what they look like. For the sake of conversation, could the bottom, oh, wait, no, what happened to my program? Okay, it's loading. For the sake of conversation, could the bottom of the window be raised? That would make it possible. Yeah, it can't be. They're not changing the window. So that would be good if they could. Yeah, classical 70 years copyright. I think all it needs to be is 58. So, okay, where are we at with my program? Here we go. We're back. We're back. Back in business. Hold on. I wonder where it's saved at. So yeah, so back to my thing about Pro Kitchen. This is what happens with Pro Kitchen is it crashes. And isn't that just the greatest thing? I don't know why. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see how much I have to redo. I could hum. I could just. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. I could just hum something, Phil. How about that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that was Star Wars. Oh, can't do that either. Where are we at? Okay, wall cabinets. So let's get back on track here. Let's get these cabinets in place. So we're going to do 221s. I'm going to do it as 221s instead of a 42 because one, IKEA doesn't have a 42, and I'm just going to make sure that the handles are both on the left, so they're right hinged doors. So I'll just modify these. I know lots of good Pearl Jam songs. The one I've been listening to recently is Sirens. Really good song. Yeah, any Pearl Jam song will do in a pinch. Love Pearl Jam. I was a teenager in the 90s, so yeah. Okay, so I guess this is going to have to do for now. I'm going to raise this up to be, I'm going to change that one too. 40 inches. Curious to know how fast I could do this with the IKEA planner. Probably lightning fast. But here I am doing this. Anyway, the next one I'm going to do, maybe just the next iteration of this design I'll do on the IKEA planner. And maybe I'll do that one tomorrow and do it live. Who knows what will happen? Okay, so that looks generally okay. This isn't a 36 where this is. We got a room for a filler here, and we'll throw one in. Always good to have a filler, especially with a frameless cabinet, because the chances that the wall is square, plumb, and level is relatively low. And that makes a big difference when you're trying to install a cabinet or open a door and the general look. So you want to give yourself some clearance. So always allow for, at least an inch if you can. Another thing it does is when the door opens, this is a 110-degree hinge, which means that it opens past 90, but there's a handle in the way. So if it's right up against a wall or panel, that handle will bump into that wall all the time. And after a while, it's going to leave a mark there. And so if you don't want that to happen, leave a little bit of room. But I mean, it might happen a little bit anyway, but just keep that in consideration if you're thinking about doing your own kitchen. I do have a kazoo. Hey, Mike, I would rock on a kazoo. Mike, Phil, but I'm talking to Mike because Mike knows I would rock on a kazoo. Oh, you had to buy restrictors for your hinges. Interesting, yeah. Because you just hit the door all the time. Okay. Bloom undermount. What if I like your IKEA cabinetry? What is the name of them, and do they come with Bloom undermount full-length glides? Oops. Bloom comes with full extension Bloom hardware, and I think Bloom makes them this particular hardware, whatever that they do just for IKEA. You can buy Bloom hardware, but then IKEA has like probably their own special deal with IKEA, obviously because they're just so big, and makes them 80, and yeah, but they're Bloom. I don't have IKEA cabinets in my kitchen, but I do have Blum undermount tandem drawer slides. Super easy, click on and off. Put the drawer rail in. Put the pull out of the drawer in. Super easy, super glide, super nice. Highly recommend it. Not a fan of this spacing right here, but let's. Okay, so that's good. I'm happy with that for now. I guess I'm happy with that for now. This here, we got to put a cabinet above the fridge. So we'll do that. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit on your lunch breaks. I do appreciate it. I thought I'll just jump on live and, just design a kitchen. Why not? And yeah, so I appreciate you jumping on with me. And hopefully, if I say something that's valuable, it's good. Or if someone in the chat says something that's good, hey, thanks, Josh, for showing up, man. Have a good rest of your day. One of my old longtime buddies. All right. 2 inches. All right. All right. Oh, like there has to be landing area. I'm not impressed with this. I'm gonna put a cabinet here. I'm gonna put an 18. I'm just gonna copy this drawer bank, see how it looks. Getting tight. Okay, let's put a panel in for that fridge, and then we can go from there. I got to put a filler space there too. So refrigerator panels. All right. Yeah, I'm doing something, Patty. I'm gonna figure that out right now. What it is we're gonna do there. I don't think I want to put it between though. And I don't know. Be kind of a let's see. Might be just too much of a little nook that I don't want. 1 inch is fine. Let's throw a filler in there. And we'll get this one going. How are we doing? Oh my goodness. 24 inch. All right. Filler. It's something. We'll have a look at this in 3D in a minute, and we'll just make some changes. Anything left? You're all going to want commission for this, for helping me. 40 inch, and they're 15 inches deep. Let's save this, before it crashes again, because it most likely will before this live stream is over. That's the way it goes. Okay, you know what? Time for countertop. Let's throw it on, and then we'll look at 3D while I sip. The cabinets in my kitchen, Brenda, are made by Triangle Kitchens. They're out of New Brunswick, Canada, in Dieppe. Triangle Kitchens, and they're just custom made manufacturer. And they do. I had sold them for years in terms of when I was working. What's going on with that cabinet there? Something's wrong. I'll fix that. So yeah, this is our cabinet. Let's have a look at the overhead. It's our kitchen. So we have a few issues. Like generally, I guess we're going okay. A lot of counter space, nice pass through. The sink's good. I'm happy with all that. This is, I don't know, here nor there for me right now. I got to fix this little section. We got this odd section here that we can't do anything about because of the window. We can't do something about it. So I think what I'll do is put a bench, but I'll put it this way off of this cabinet. And let's see how that looks. What do you think? We'll go with that. Let's see how that looks. Hit save like a madman. I don't hit save enough. Hey, Teresa. L-shaped bench. Yeah. What cabinets could I use for IKEA with that? That's the issue I'm running into. I guess we could probably do something. The very worst thing we could do, the worst case scenario, is just build a custom bench and clad it with some IKEA panels. That'd be an issue. That'd be something we could do. They'll have to figure that out, how to do that. All right. What are we saying? What do you need for the fridge door thickness and swing next to that double oven? Really like that. Well, awesome look. Thanks. That's where I have to go check out the specs from the manufacturer. Right now, there's enough because the fridge cabinet that we're using will stick out far enough for that. So we're good. We're good there. So that's a question. Always go to the manufacturer and find out what they need for that. So that if you don't have it, you won't get in trouble later on. All right, let's just close this. I hope this is somewhat interesting for you or valuable in some way, shape, or form. If I say something that helps, and that's good. That's the point. Because otherwise, I'm only doing this so something to do, really. But hopefully it adds some value. I thought it'd be fun to have you hang out with me. Deborah, give the poor guy a like. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. Give this video a like. I might do another one. Why not? These are kind of fun. I'm here anyway. I'm here doing it. So why not invite you to watch if you want to, or whatever else you're doing at the time. All right, so there we go. I'm going to add some molding to that. I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks fine. I like it. Is that the best way to hinge that? Maybe not. Depends on how they want to use that corner. So we got to think about this corner here, and I've got like a corner bench seat, which you could build and then panel it with IKEA paneling. I like that idea, actually, because what else are you going to do in that space? So I think that's what we're going to do. And then over here, I'm okay with that. I don't want to flip the microwave combo with the fridge because then I do need more clearance for that door. This way the door opens easily. And in fact, there's the landing area for this oven is going to be right here. Yeah, it's through this pass-through, but you know, how often are you in the oven? You know, in terms of like your range, I got to fix the height of that range. But in terms of when you're standing at your range and the traffic around that, there's less traffic around this range. And even though there would be potentially more traffic through here, you can just say, hey, I'm in the oven, move it. And then there's a little landing area here. So you have to kind of deal with all those things. What do you think about this wall? What do we do here? Maybe add some tile. We can add some backsplash. And someone said about some open shelving. We put some little open shelving there. Why not? And this wall is going to kind of be bare, so maybe some good artwork could go there, or some hanging racks or something like that, because this window is tight to the wall. So we can't finish it off anyway, but we can put a bench there. And so let's do that. Let's put a bench. So, what happened to my... Oh yeah, let's get rid of that. Come on, there we go. All right. Okay, let's do a bench. Ooh, the size 40, 45. All right. See, the bench would be something I couldn't show on the IKEA planner. Not without some real fandangling. So I'm just going to take a corner base and modify it. And I'll throw that in there for now. I like to push the limits of what some of these programs can do. There you go. Third, let's make it 40. Just like that, we have a bench. We have this little filler space, which I'll probably just do just that. Make a filler or make this a little more of a cabinet. Let's have a look in 3D. I should save this. All right. Oops. Hello. There we go. That's going to work out fine. I mean, it's better than nothing. Obviously, you're not going to have a lazy Susan in there, but wouldn't that be fun? It is something. I could probably go a little more with this cabinet. What do you think? I don't want to make this too tight, but we could if I went another... what's that going to do to these doors? Oh, so many decisions. Let's go back to elevation view. Let's save. It does automatically save for me, but you're jumping on at any time. I am just designing an IKEA kitchen in my design software and invite you on for the ride. Okay. Let's remove all my countertops. Does the bench make it difficult to open the window? Probably. Put your knee there. Lift it up. Maybe. It's a good point. I'm going to put it there for now, and then that might be a good question to consider with the client. I'm kind of thinking they're just going to do nothing there. Let's go with the 4-door bank and just leave it open. But you never know. They might decide to do something. And now what I might do, I might get rid of this. Oh, I got to undo what I did. So now we have 48 inches. Oh. I'm going to have to go 224s. Because I'm stuck with what I got to work with here. With IKEA. I'm going to go with a 24 right. I'm going to go 224 rights, okay? Single doors. Usually I go with double doors, but I think this would be the better way to go. When I'm standing at my sink, I want to open the door that's to my right out to the right. So instead of going around my head with it. So that's why I'm doing it that way and not doing double doors. So I'm opening it towards my head. That's kind of my thought process behind that. So why wouldn't I just put a double door 24 there? And that's why. I'm still using 224, so I have the same interior cabinet as I would anyway. And is there a right or wrong way to do that? I don't. Maybe not. But that's just my thinking with that. And then I'm going to put a filler there to fill that space in. Okay. There you go. Let's have a look. Let's throw some countertops on there. It's going to throw a countertop on the bench seat, and we'll leave it there for now. But you could put a rolling cart in there. Oh, look at you guys with all the ideas. Where's the trash going? That's a good question. The trash will most likely go under the sink with one of their pull-out bins that they have. They do a pretty good job of those. It's close to the sink, which was where I like to have it. And I think if you plumb the sink right, it's a good place to have it. There's no point in blocking off this corner. What? Because unless we move the sink down and give us something better to the left. So in this case, having the corner base with the Lazy Susan is probably the best idea. Is IKEA still month and month ETA? Well, according to Mike, who was watching earlier, yes, it is. But I guess that does depend on where you live. I don't think all IKEAs are the same. But here in Atlantic Canada, yeah, it's pretty bad right now. Okay. So and if that's the case, months ahead is a good plan. Look at the sunken down that is. Let's fix that. Let's see how I can fix that. Up, down. Bottom 34. Let's make the bottom 36. Where to place kitchen hand towel. Everybody has a different place for kitchen hand towel. In our kitchen, our microwave door has like a big handle, and we flop it over that. You could put racks on the inside of your doors, but then you have damp towels in there. And actually, we hang some of ours off our handles because they have like an extension on the handle. Hey, Darlene. Surprise. I'm on the internet. Here we go. I'm not terribly disappointed with this. I would love if this window wasn't there. That would be great if there was no window there at all. That would make this much better, but it's there, so you deal with it. Yeah, hand towels. You hang hand towels wherever. I don't know. It's a good question though. It's got to go somewhere. I guess the hand towel is kind of like the microwave thing. I try not to design a kitchen around a microwave. And I probably wouldn't design one around a hand towel. But you got to think about it. And as a homeowner, when you're designing your kitchen, that's a good question to think about. So thanks for bringing that up. Like for us, we hang them on our knobs, our handles. Sorry, we don't have knobs, and we hang them on the door of our microwave too, actually. And then when people come over, we're like, we get rid of them, we throw them away, and we clean up everything so that it looks like we don't live in there. Actually, the kitchen's pretty neat all the time, except for probably right now. Let's throw some molding in this baby. Let's do that. So we go up to our moldings, and we're going to put some toe kick as well. Add some toe kick, and we're going to add some moldings. I'm not going to put any light valance on right now, at least. What kind of molding do I want? We want a 2-inch. This will give us the look we want here. And that, and that. Okay, let's have a look now. Hey, thanks for being here, Elok. I appreciate it. Everyone who's joining on their lunch break. Yes, Darlene, there is still a Wednesday night. I just thought I'm working anyway. I might as well just come on and do a live stream. And yes, my camera, I'm not paying attention to. Hey, there I am. I figured I'd just come on and live stream while I'm working, just for something fun. And anyway, it's been a blast so far. But there will be a Wednesday night live stream where I'm actually doing other more useful things, maybe. Well, this oven is a KitchenAid, but the client's going with a different brand, but I don't have that brand. So I just sized this one to be the right size. Okay, here we go. What's this? So regarding the double cabinets or double door cabinet, wouldn't the task area be counter space over the dishwasher and drawer cabinet? The left-hand door is going to open center of. Yeah, good point. We'd have to ask the client what they want. So yeah, you could be right there. Either way, you're going to have two cabinets. So it's not one big open space. But yeah, that could be very true. Opening the dishwasher, putting stuff away. However, you could be opening the dishwasher, standing on the inside of your sink and putting stuff away in this cabinet. In that case, having it open to the right might be better. There's no right or wrong way here. It does depend on how you think you're going to be using the space. But that's a really good point, Patty. I like it. Hey, Mary, any tips on a range size for a kitchen? 36 versus 48. I know choice boils down to preference and available space to work with. But you have the space. But if you do have space for a 72-inch, wow. What's the best? Ooh, If you have space for a 72-inch fridge freezer wine fridge, which sounds amazing, 72 inches is a big fridge. You probably want to go with a bigger range. So if you have room for the 48, I would go with the 48. That's my opinion. Okay, so will all wall oven combos fit in IKEA cabinets? So that's where you go to the manufacturer and look at the specs to see if they do fit. So the specs for this one, they do fit for the LG. And you just want to make sure that the ones you're using fit an IKEA cabinet. That's really the biggest thing there. And how do you know if they fit? I guess is the next question. You can ask them directly at IKEA, or you can try to find the cutout specs that IKEA needs. Like IKEA's cabinets, I believe, are 3/4 of an inch, and so for a 30-inch cabinet minus an inch and a half would be the maximum that the cutout would have to be. And if it's smaller than that, that's no problem because they come with a panel, a cutout panel that gets cut out so that you can insert. And but generally, that will work. So, oh, look at this little mistake. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. All right, 2 inches. And we'll just redo the molding. There. Okay, let's have a look. All right, here we go. Yeah, look at that. All right, so we got our bench seating there. We'll probably take that out. We'll probably change that up a little bit, but it's something there. Question about, can you get out that window? And then put a rolling cart. That's also a really good idea. I think the rolling cart is a really good idea. I'll leave the bench here for now and show the client the bench, that's a possibility. And then we can kind of figure out if that's the best move or not. I'm kind of concerned about the space between these two cabinets, whether it's enough to even have a bench there, if it's going to be hard to get in and out. But that's something the client can look at and discuss, and I'll measure that, see what it is. I'm happy with that side there. It looks okay. We got a panel, which is always good. For the fridge, I probably would put a molding under here to limit the size of that opening so that you don't see that, which is always a good idea. And then over here. So the only other question I had was on this wall, and that's whether or not to make this cabinet also a 40-inch high. But sometimes having that room there is good. Do you need headroom there? I don't know. Yes, Maisie would love the window seat for sure. Yep. She'd love that window seat. So that's that. The dishwasher, 24-inch. How are we doing in the comments, Evan? We'll check. Oop. Yeah, we always use a dishwasher and oven handle for towels, but I'm sure that Wayfair has options. Yeah, hangers and stuff. Yeah, that can go next to the sink. Yeah, there's probably lots of things you can get. Maybe inside the cabinet, like I said, you can get those hanger things. IKEA probably has something for that, in fact, that you can get. That's one of the great things about IKEA is they do have a lot of great options for inside their cabinets, and they're all built to fit their drawers because their drawers are tapered on the inside. They're not just up and down, so vertical. At 90 degree, they have a little bit of a taper, and all their inserts are built to fit that particular taper. So that's kind of good. So this is our kitchen. This is version 1. Version 2, I'm going to change up, take the window seat out. I might change the fridge location, and I might also do it using the IKEA planner. And I'll probably go live with that one just to see if there's any difference with the IKEA planner. Plus, I guess it'd be beneficial to do it on the IKEA planner if someone's looking to know how to use it better. Not that I am very good at it, but I do use it from time to time for clients. But mostly it's for just preparing an item list so we can get a pricing. And I usually don't. I never design a kitchen with the IKEA planner, even IKEA kitchen. So here we go. This is our IKEA kitchen. It's all IKEA sizes. And so that way we can just easily go in and just, pick these out real fast in the planner. Could you use IKEA cabinet inserts in other cabinets? Well, you can. In fact, I did in mine with the spice pullout. I bought their spice pullout because that's just rails. It's not meant to fit in a drawer. The drawer inserts, I guess you could, but they're just not. They just fit really nice in the IKEA drawer system because of the taper. But yeah, technically you could use them. But anything like a garbage pullout or a spice rack pullout or any kind of feature like that, or you can get the wire basket pullout things. All of those things you can get for any cabinet as long as they fit. Just measure it and away you go. Yeah, so that's what I did for my spice pullout. And I just installed the rails and attached it to the door that I had, and it works perfectly. So definitely it is doable. As long as you measure it and it fits, you're good. So here's our kitchen. Of course, it's white, like I like. We got white countertops. We can change the countertop very easily. Let's do that. We'll change it just for fun. And we'll go to textures. We go to countertop, and then we can choose a quartz, a granite. Let's throw a granite on there. Let's go with that one. Bam. And we can change our flooring. Let's go with something else. Let's do ceramic tile. Let's do those. Just for fun. We can change our wall color, but I'll leave it for now. All right, now let's look at our 3D picture. We'll see what we look like. Where to go? Why isn't it working? Hello. The other problem with this program is that things just stop working. Oh, there it is. It's behind me. There we go. Hello. Kitchen design at its finest. Wow. I like it the other way, so I'm going to change it back. I'll get rid of that. But yeah, so that's one of the benefits. I guess I can make those kind of changes to make it look like maybe your kitchen. So what I did for a recent client was I went online and found their actual backsplash tile. And I went ahead and let's change it to this wood flooring. See how that looks? I went ahead and changed it to their backsplash tile. Yeah, let's do that one. And pretty cool. Pretty cool things you can do. There we go. Deborah says IKEA equals things you didn't know you need. I agree. So there we have it. Change the flooring, but there we go. Let's put a couple open shelves there just to please the trend people. Open shelves. Where are we at? Where's my open shelves? Here we go. A floating shelf, 24-inch. Yeah, right. We're going to go to 12. Oh, I'll get rid of that. Sorry, there's a comment stuck there. There we go. It's a 12-inch cabinet. Or depth, width. And we'll put her on there somewhere. Make it 54. 54 inches is the height that something should be installed from the finished floor to the bottom of a wall cabinet or a shelf. Generally speaking, you can make it lower, but that gives you proper clearance in between countertop and the bottom of the cabinet, so that if you're doing something on your countertop, like you have a coffee maker or anything like that, that you have room for it. Generally speaking, I try not to make that any different. And even though you can, of course, but the closer you stay to that, the better it is overall. I'd say it's a hard, fast rule generally, and then you can always make those adjustments if you want to. What's this height? 66. Let's make them both 66. There we go. Okay, we're almost done. Have a look, see what that looks like, and then I am ready to go over to the IKEA planner and populate that. I'll do that on my own. There we go. It doesn't look too bad. Little grease magnets, some little dirty grease magnets there. We'll leave them on for now. I'll probably take them out and maybe add a backsplash. You could probably use a backsplash on here. So there you have it. There's our kitchen, and we're going to throw it into the IKEA planner and make this into a price list. What do you think? Pretty good. Let's save. Let's just not delete, but let's get rid of that. We'll save it. Done. Successful. Successfully completed. This kitchen's growing on me. That's good. As long as it grows on the client, what we'll do is we'll do a couple different ideas for them. So what I'm thinking is putting the fridge here with a small pantry up here, like an 18-inch pantry in the fridge. And then on this wall, have the wall oven and the cooktop. I got to think about landing areas. So I got to be really careful. I got to ask the question about maybe I could move the oven over here. There's so many different variables with these things. And until you kind of throw them down on the page, you don't really know what it's going to look like. So we have our kitchen, and I have to do this anyway. So I thought, hey, why not jump online and get you to join me if you feel like it, if you're super bored or you're doing something else. And hopefully that adds a little bit of value to your kitchen experience. But it's fun. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to go do other things now. I got to go buy eggs and chia seeds. And I got to plan some content for this week. I got to plan a video. I appreciate you jumping on, though. Let's get rid of that. Stop sharing. And so, yeah, Wednesday night we'll have a live stream again. Of course, I don't know what we'll be talking about this Wednesday. Thinking about looking at a couple things online tomorrow. I usually come up with these things the day before, sometimes the day of, and we'll go from there. So enjoy the rest of your day. I super appreciate you jumping on, and I'll probably do this again at some unscheduled time, and we'll do it on the IKEA planner, and maybe you can join me then too if you have a few minutes. Always love it. You come on, ask a question, and hopefully if you have a question, get something answered. But I do appreciate your support. Hit one of those on the way out, and we'll call it a day. All right, everyone. Stay safe out there.